to transform our country from sport loving nation to sport playing nation. My brother felt that I could go and play cricket, join summer camp for a couple of months. The first bat which I owned was Simon's. Straight drive के पीछे क्या राज है? I've always felt that one thing that is really dear to me and important is to transform our country from sport loving nation to sport playing nation. And this is where it starts. It starts at a grassroots level. And that's why this association. I mean, when I started playing cricket, it was a common kit of our club, Kamath Memorial, which belonged to Achrekar sir. And
So the entire team shared that kit.
yes, I mean, there were about, I think, at least 80, 90 boys who shared few bats and few leg guards and
Pads and
gloves,
things, pads well.
everything we had to share. So we did that, and then when I started to play seriously, earlier it was only for, those couple of months, summer vacations were there, and how do I spend my time? I thought it was the best thing that happened to me because my brother felt that I could go and play cricket, join summer camp for a couple of months at Achreka sir's net, and then we see where I go from there. In those 2 months, lot of things happened to me. I felt somewhere my energy was channelized, and then I changed the school. My brother was the one who told my father at that stage that now he cannot use common kit.
This was what, when you were 10 or 11?
I was 11. And he said, he told my father that now that he has decided to play cricket seriously, he has to have his own gear, a proper bat that works for him. And the bat was slightly on heavier side. So there were a number of senior players who were eyeing my bat. I had to guard my bat 24/7. Leg guards, everything, the brand new kit got me excited, gave me that energy to go out and try even harder. I could see the smiles on their faces. Just now, the kids who received kit bags, because each container is going to have multiple kit bags. We'll come to that in
Right.
time to come. But when I got my kit, I was super thrilled. There were a number of guys who helped me in my school days. Hemant Vaingankar was one of the guys who was instrumental in giving me the scholarship in school days.
This was
Mafatlal,
Sungrace-
Sungrace
Sungrace Mafatlal, right.
sponsored my kit. So every year I got a free kit which was sponsored by.
They realized very
Sungrace
early that there was a
Mafatlal.
genius here to support.
Then, of course, another dear friend of mine, Avi Kadam, who got me in touch with Vampire and then other brands in India, SS, SG,
Which was the
Larsen,
first
so
bat
all
you
these
used?
guys. So
Which
they were
make-
all providing us free kit, which really helped. So at this stage in my life, I would be failing in my duties if I did not remember their names and the help that they extended.
Right.
The first bat which I owned was Simon's, which was my bat, but my brother's bat was BDM. I also played with BDM later on in my career, so he was one of the guys who also helped me. Somebody asked me कि ये straight drive के पीछे क्या राज है, and I couldn't think of any answer. But I remembered my childhood days where there were tall buildings on both sides of our pitch, and the main gate was possibly further than where these chairs are, maybe 20 yards further. And we scored a boundary only if the ball crossed the main gate, and it was only straight. Anywhere else, one had to run and score runs, but straight drive would give you a boundary without running. And if you hit the ball in the air, both buildings, if the ball hit top of the first floor, then the batter was out. So I practiced hitting straight without touching the building. and somehow that became a habit, which indeed worked well for me because I remember a number of senior players, including my coach, telling me that there is one spot where there is no fielder, which is right behind the bowler. Hit the ball behind the bowler and you'll score runs. First quality pair of shoes were given to me by Praveen Amre. उसके पहले तो सिर्फ देखते थे, पहन भी लिया था उनके वजह से. Someone who always thought of the country and someone who wanted to win the World Cup for the country and never gave up. It did take some time, but eventually I kept chasing my dream. I never gave up. That was very, very important to me because it all started in 1983, that journey. And 2011 was the best cricketing moment of my life. And that's how, I would want them to remember me, that someone who wanted to win the World Cup for the country.
रेडियो सिटी रग रग में दौड़े सिटी